Jingle bells, Granny's got a gun.
Oh, no.
Something like that. Didn't he go shotgun shells? Jingle bells, shotgun shells, Granny's got a gun. Something up the Wonderland.
Okay, you've got me. I know I've heard of that, but I have no idea. I don't remember. Memory loss. Remember,
it's Christmas, and welcome back to the Michael and James Show. We are
festive.
We're festive. This is our Christmas special, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, our very first one. And I've got a special hat on.
You are donning a Christmas tree with a star, and don't you look
festive?
Spirited.
Thank you.
Yes.
I feel that one.
Oh, and I'm wearing, do you see?
Pull it up.
My Christmas sweater says Jerry Christmas. You know, Jerry Blank. Whoa.
I really don't like that show.
I love that show. Don't say one. Nothing. I love Amy Sedaris. I love Strangers with Candy.
It's
the most hysterical thing ever.
I like it.
You're horrible.
No, I find that show doesn't make me feel good.
Oh, you saw the show. You didn't see the movie, and I hear there's a big difference. So there you go. I saw the movie. So that could be the difference. So it's Christmas, and there are people rushing around going nuts.
Oh, my God, yes. I was out today.
Where?
Well, I had to go to Home Depot and do some of this. Oh, and then I had to buy these fabulous things. I actually had to wait in line. You know how much I like... I had to wait in a line, wait in a line of free people. I hate waiting in line. Even when it comes to food, I won't wait in line. We're in the United States. You don't wait in line for food in the United States.
You sound spoiled, rotten, little Long Island boy.
No. It's true. I mean, why?
I don't wait in line.
I don't. I
don't mind. I can daydream. I can wander.
I know that, but if you're in a place with several choices, why wait? I'm not a foodie, but anyway.
That's why.
But speaking of food, did you have a favorite cookie when you were growing up? When you were a kid?
Christmas cookie?
Yeah.
My grandmother made the best molasses cookies, and they were all around. You know, there wasn't a Christmas cookie. We didn't do a particular Christmas cookie baking situation thing, but I will say the molasses cookies were my favorite. How about you?
My mother was a baker. She loved to bake, so she baked everything from bread to pies to whatever on a normal basis. But my mother only used to make certain cookies during Christmas, and one of them was, I guess it was pecan balls. And they're covered in sugar, and they were always delicious. My mother also made anise cookies. My mother made butter cookies, but by far, the cookies in sugar. The
pecan sandy thingies.
No, they were round balls.
Pecan balls.
I've
made cashew balls once.
Oh.
Cashew butter balls.
No, I think they were pecans. But anyway, it didn't really matter because it was really good.
Good.
It didn't matter because of whatever.
Did you have a favorite Christmas toy?
I
don't know.
Did you have one?
I was just, all of a sudden, I was thinking an adult toy.
Okay. All right.
I did have one. I had, I was obsessed with cars and G.I. Joes as a kid.
I didn't have that.
I love them equally. And, but my favorite, I had this blue Mercedes car where the doors open and the trunk open in the back. It was a metal car, like a regular little... And I would put Red Hots in the trunk. And I was so happy. So, my blue Mercedes car.
We forgot a prop.
Which one?
You'll figure it out.
Oh, no. What's your favorite toy?
A toy? Oh,
yeah.
All right, well, you know what? I think... Well, obviously I loved Legos, but I think one of the most memorable toys I got was the Fisher-Price airplane because my father had a travel agency, and I loved that. Oh, and there was another one when I was a little bit older. My brother Joey, because another thing my brother Joey bought me. My brother Joey bought me this that was an airplane. It was a Oh, fudge. A
Helicopter.
helicopter, yes.
Yeah.
A helicopter that just went around in circles, and I just played with that
Oh
for
my
hours.
God.
And I had a magic set I liked, and
Did you believe in Santa?
up until second or third grade. Did you?
I did. I fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
I was. I remember the whole like, shh, he's here. Can't you hear him? And I would think, I really hear something up on the roof. You know,
You
the
didn't
whole
have
thing.
a fireplace. How did they get in the house?
I don't know. They made up some little corny
Cockamamie
some
story.
cockamamie story that I fell for. I was very easily manipulated and lied to as a child.
Did you? Oh, I forgot it now. Speaking of being manipulated, so you did. When did your mother put up your tree? I mean, did you?
Oh, that's a good question.
Right away, or?
No, which is surprising. My mom was funny. She loved and hated Christmas. She was very bipolar about it all. You know, it would be she loved the traditions, but she'd always be really cranky about it all. She's like, this is going to cost me a fortune, and da da da. But I remember that we would put our tree up around December 15th.
Yeah, we didn't put our tree up too soon either.
2 weeks before Christmas. And anything else was like wrong. Especially those people who put them up the day after Thanksgiving was like, what?
Yeah. Did you put up a real tree or a fake tree?
We always had real trees, but they were flocked. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I do know what that means.
They were expensive. I remember they were expensive back then. It was a big deal.
You might, well,
like $60-something back in the 70s
for a flocked Christmas tree. Well, it's like do you know what it's like?
It's a big deal.
It's like a flower arrangement that you keep for 2 weeks. That's all it is. It's a flower arrangement.
Beautiful.
I never thought of that.
Did you guys have real or fake?
Oh no, we had a fake. Growing up, we had a fake, and I used to put up the tree, and before that, I guess my brother and sisters put up the tree. But before that, my father put up the tree, and it was a fake tree, and they.
Did he curse while he was?
No, well, you know what it was? We, I think we might have had one of the world's first fake Christmas trees because it was like my father went to Macy's and bought it probably in 1963 or something like that. A green bottle washer Christmas tree. It was disgustingly sad looking. But anyway.
Oh, wow.
But my sister Kathy tells me stories about how it used to take forever for him to put this goddamn tree up because he had to have a flashlight to look for the holes and had to have his whiskey sour. And it used to take forever. And Wild World of Sports was on. And it took a long time to do.
I love all that tradition.
So I don't know that because, I grew up in a different I grew up as a only child in a sense because they were so much older than I was. So I don't know any of these things. I like my father. I can't even imagine my father putting up the Christmas tree. It just doesn't even register.
I remember my grandparents when I was little had one of those metal. You know the metal trees?
Yeah.
That are retro now and really cool.
My friend Robbie had one.
Those are beautiful.
From his grandmother as well. And his grandmother had blue balls for it.
Oh,
it was
pretty.
Blue and silver. It was very pretty. It was very Hanukkah, but
nice.
I don't know. But
cool.
They were Southern Baptists.
Yeah.
But it was Hanukkah-ish.
I love Christmas in New York because, there's just like things happening. You never know what's around the next corner.
Around the corner? Are we talking about something that we talking about before?
We are talking about these New York moments that happen
That's
out of the blue.
I thought that you were trying to bring up.
Yeah.
All right. This is a New York moment that has to do with me.
It's kind of a Christmas miracle, but came early.
Yeah. This I don't know was in January. I was working January or February. I was working at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. We were filming a movie. Now that's amazing right there in itself. Filming a movie at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and they had closed down a wing for us to film in there. So that right there is fabulous. I mean, we're filming in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. The movie is called Ocean's 8. I don't know when it's coming out. Check your local listings. So, I leave on a high because it was a really good day and it was very interesting and you're surrounded by this fabulousness. I get on the 4, 5, or 6 train from 86th Street and I see off in the distance this young man feverishly scribbling on a notepad and looking over my direction, scribbling on a notepad, scribbling feverishly. And then all of a sudden I realize he's an artist. And he was drawing this.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so I made aware, I said, I was like aware of him doing, so he came closer to me and he said, I just love doing this and blah, blah, blah. I go, he was doing a really good job. And I was like, well, geez,
So
Liz,
cool.
how much do you sell me? He goes, oh, gee, people just give me a few dollars for it. So I gave him a $20 bill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally earned.
But this was done between 86th Street and 42nd Street. On the 456.
That's insane.
Isn't it? And his name is Kareem Archer.
Wow.
And if you Google him, I think you can find him. So this is like a super New York.
I want one.
A super New York moment.
Yeah.
I know. Well, maybe we'll go on the train and we'll find him. Or we
Yeah.
could Google him. We could Google him and then have it done. We could, But anyway, he said, "Oh yeah." He goes, "You could either pay me or not pay me, or I'll just give it to you." Well, I'm like, "Oh, well, you know me, cheapo me. I gave him $20, but because it's art, and I have no problem with paying whatever.
It's beautiful. It's awesome.
That's my story of the day.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you about that New York moment with the lady that was walking slowly in front of me?
No,
Don't give me that look.
I'm worried.
It's short. Anyway, since we're talking about New York moments, I love big and small. But I was doing a transfer at Times Square. I'm going down the stairs, and there's this large woman in front of me who was moving kind of slowly, and she was jostling her, adjusting her purse or bag or whatever. And I'm just like, move it, lady. And I was kind of frustrated. And I get down to the platform, and she turns around. And she goes, "I am so sorry." She goes, "I hate it when I'm trying to get somewhere and somebody's so slow in front of me and dragging their feet." And she goes, "I was just that person. I hate it." But I had this itch in the middle of my back.
It for her? Oh.
And I was trying to get this itch. And I was like, "You're kidding." I said, "I'll get it for you." And so I scratched her back.
Now, you had another New York moment like that in the
really
subway.
Awesome.
You had another New York moment like that in the subway. No, that's it, but you had another one.
I did?
Yeah, the time when it got crowded, and the gentleman let you hold on to his shoulder because there was no place for you to hold on because you got pushed into the center of the car. And he said, "Oh, you could just hang on to me."
Yeah. I thought when you said gentleman, I thought all these New York moments. I thought you were going to tell me about the moment where I was on the platform waiting for the subway, and this guy, kind of disheveled looking, comes up and he was just pointing at me. Mm-hmm. And it made me really nervous. And he just kind of looked and pointed, and he walked over and he says,
"What does he say?"
"You."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Really nice hat."
Okay.
It wasn't this hat.
Oh,
But anyway, but it was just, he was like, he goes, you must be an entertainer if you've got a hat like that.
Hey, he's psychic.
Yeah.
You know what?
Kind of cool.
But anyway,
New York moments.
We forgot something.
It's around the corner.
I know.
Can you go get it or two?
Do I have to? All right, I will go get it. I will leave the set.
Leave the set, and I will be left dead air. I'll be left with dead air. I'm going to lean in.
I'm going to do this really fast because I don't really want anyone.
Oh, James, this is so lonely without you. I'm all alone. Anyway, so we talked about some Christmas memories, toys, and Santa, New York moments. They're really amazing. That's why I love this city. And folks, as promised, it's time to bring back
the wheel
of Mr. Fortune.
So I'm just going to spin it because what?
I wanted to talk about this guy with no arms.
Oh, forget about it, honey.
Okay.
Let's just get this going.
All right,
I'm
spin.
I am. Oh,
I'm holding.
Oh, you're holding. Okay.
I'm holding. You spin.
All right.
Go for it. He's been remiss. He didn't do the speed dating.
Well,
we have to find another one.
I didn't find the...
Okay, let's see where it lands. Do, 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 do. Oh my God, it's taking for...
What does it say?
Grinder!
All right, that's going to be interesting.
Oh, well, there's grinder, there's...
Well, okay.
What, tender, scruff, something,
Well, we'll
know.
figure it out. That's
All
something
right.
you and I are going to do.
That's what we'll do. This will be fun later.
Grinder. All right, guys.
All right, so the Wheel of Mr. Fortune has made its appearance again.
And we want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa's not
all,
yet, but okay.
all
But when is Kwanzaa?
I don't know.
It's the day after Christmas. They start. I forget. Anyway,
We're gonna. Are we going done?
we're done. We've got.
We're going out on a Christmas carol, and I want to see if you can follow along. You ready?
No, okay.
Okay. I had to clear my throat.
Hurry up.
Let's hear those sleigh bells ringing and ding ding ding-a-ling too. I knew you were gonna say that. And we'll have a lovely weather on a sleigh ride together with you. Da-da-da-da-da.
And you know what?
Giddy up, let's go. Let's go play in the snow. We're